I'm there, baby. Hiya, welcome to the podcast. Are we a bit loud? Am I a bit loud? Tell me if we're a bit loud in the comment section.
In the comments.
That's some nice interaction for us, isn't it? How's everyone doing? It's been a while since I've been on podcasts.
It's not live, mate. Sorry to tell you.
I want to ask him anyway.
Okay.
They're fucking lovely people.
Put in the vote we like button. How are you feeling?
Yeah, let us know.
I like that. Yeah. Business minded. We're here today in the daytime to have a chat about the worst house.
Can I just quickly turn my headphones down because you're screaming at me? And
yeah,
so
no worries, mate. That's fine.
Where are they? Which one?
Right, hold up.
I don't know which one's which.
Right, I'll do it.
Is that one?
Which ones you plugged into?
Two.
Okay, so we'll just turn. So what I'm doing now, guys, for everyone listening on audio platforms, I'm just changing the levels for Dan's headphones, and now I'm just going to change my own as well because that was a bit loud.
Yeah,
okay, so a lot of you that have watched us for a little bit know that me and Dan have been on a long journey, living together under each other's wings.
Been a fair few years now.
It has 3, 4 this year. So actually a lot less than it seems because it was 2017 when we moved out, wasn't it?
2 at East Point, 1 in Greenhouse, half in the shithole. And we've been here almost a year.
I know, it's disgusting. And we're here to talk to you about, we always like documenting our moving trip and we're happy to kind of share that side of it, like that intimate look into our lives and into our homes, which might change at some point. But for now, while we live in a security guarded building,
yeah,
pretty cool. But we didn't always live in a security guarded building, did we?
It had a security gate.
It sure
that
did.
we never fucking used.
So a lot of you know about our adventures or misadventures in a place that we always refer to as Burley Road. It's a house on Burley Road. It's quite a significant house in Leeds, isn't it? Like in terms of like everyone knows it, everyone recognises it.
It's a lovely little house. Like
so much potential.
Yeah, honestly, it's by itself with this field behind it, and it's got a little shop attached to it. Admittedly, the shop is shit.
Ensuite shop.
Yeah, but the house itself, lovely size, really old,
detached.
Fully detached, and it's just a good location. It's not too far out of town, but it's far enough out of town for you to have your normal life as well.
And rent cheap, and if it's a sunny day, you can walk into town, and it might take you 25 minutes, but it's a nice walk down Burley Road and Burley Street.
Bit of a student-y area as well, so there's always a bit of energy around there, something going on.
Yeah.
But but that's not what happened, is it?
No,
that's not what we got.
It is it was the worst fucking place to live ever. Yeah. And we wanted to just kind of go through why we ended up living there, reminisce on some stories. We'll probably both remember a few bits that we forgot that we tried to bury. Tell you some of the pros as well. There was definitely some pros to living there.
Yeah, there were. You'll probably hear a bit of bickering about stuff as well because we love to bicker.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. So if you like bickering, then press like again.
Yep.
But then if you've already pressed like once,
double like.
Press it the third time because
sure
the second like will unlike it.
Yeah, so we won't know if you liked it the first time. So
we need to know.
We do.
So let's talk about why we moved.
So we were leaving the greenhouse. It was our
first flat,
a 2-bedroom flat, and there was 3 of us living there. We had Chloe living with us. And we decided we needed to move to a 3-bed in order to live normally.
So even that is a point of contention. Is that the right term?
I don't even know what that word means.
So I remember, we moved in together, obviously, and that was the commitment that we made, that it was me and you till death and that. And
well, he's not married me yet.
And then, we put Chloe up for a bit, didn't we? We put Chloe up for a month, 2 months. And then I just misunderstood. Because I remember us having a conversation, and I must have not had a conversation with you, but
I think it was like under the guise of just, we must have spoke about it.
Yeah, and I was like, we'll look for a 3-bedroom, but that was the first you'd heard about it, so I kind of so that's my bad. I obviously didn't discuss it in depth with you.
Yeah,
we just
I didn't know we were getting another lodger. I thought we were just putting someone up until they got on the feet.
And I genuinely did think that we'd at least in passing said, yeah, that's fine. So a communication breakdown. I'll take the rap for that one.
Then
my bad.
That's all right. Well, there's going to be plenty more of your bads coming up.
I like.
But then so we knew we had to move. We loved the greenhouse, but we decided in order to do more, we needed to pay less.
It was expensive, the greenhouse, wasn't it?
Like to say it was in Beeston, if you know the area of Leeds. It was far too expensive for where it was. It was in a shithole area. But we decided we wanted cheaper anyway. So we were looking around for cheaper places, free bed, and as we were looking, somebody decides to tell the estate agent for Greenhouse, yeah, we're leaving.
Now, this is something we did talk about. We did decide I remember where we were sat.
We decided we were leaving, but normally you find your place
Yeah,
you're going to before you tell.
We did it in the wrong
leaving.
order. We did, but I remember being sat in that shitty chair in the greenhouse, that
Awful
single chair,
yeah.
and I remember sending that email, and I'm sure we were all in the room, and we'd said like, "Let's do it." But if not, I'll take the rap for that as well. I think we had a bit more of a chat about that one.
I don't remember.
There is going to be
Funnily
some
enough.
bickering. This is going to stay friendly for about another 10 minutes, I reckon.
I can't wait.
But yeah, that was another miscalculation. Like, tell them we're moving. Okay, you've got 28 days to move out.
We had a month to move out, and we hadn't even looked at a place yet. So it was just immediately. We were just on Zoopla, Rightmove, just everything you could find, and we're just looking at everything.
Maybe, like, that is so dumb to do that.
It is very dumb. Don't ever do that, by the way. Make sure you've got a place to move to before you leave your first place.
I guess, I'm trying to think of why we maybe did that. Maybe
I think it was
as an ultimate motivator for us to find somewhere.
We weren't in the best of friendships at the time. And
Yeah.
I think we weren't talking properly, and it was one of those where it was like, right, fuck it, I'm just doing it.
Yeah, probably.
Trying to force
yeah.
it into it. Also, there was a mindset you had where if we don't find a place, you just move them back home. I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy that.
I didn't want to do that, but
It was just that shit time.
it
in our
was a
friendship,
shit
wasn't
time. Yeah,
we were
it was.
We were bickering. We weren't the best of mates. Yeah.
No,
We're over that now. I hope. Nah,
no further comment.
No. That's it.
Yeah, I've got that's the bitch. But yeah, like we went through a bit, didn't we?
Yeah, every friend does.
More than I have with any of my other friends, but
Yeah.
I still won't change it. Like,
No, not at all. But that's what it is with living with a mate.
yeah,
Like,
you kind of.
you need to learn to live with each other. You can't just do it immediately.
So yeah, I guess I was in the mindset of I can just move back with my mum, and I didn't want to do that, but I was probably like too. Like, I can do that, so what? Like,
Yeah.
and I know you really didn't, so I was probably like, well, I can, I don't mind doing it, and I kind of put you in an awkward position.
Yeah, because then I had to put up Chloe.
Yeah, so that went from, so yeah. Speaking about it, like, it wasn't ideal, and it was definitely mostly my fault, if not entirely my fault.
It was. You know,
It was just an awkward time.
Yeah, it was the time. Like, we can't. I don't blame you for it.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Moving on anyway.
Um,
So we had like a month to find a place, didn't we?
we did.
So we were looking for places, and
I wonder. Sorry, just to backtrack. I wonder if we were hopeful that maybe because we didn't have any fucking money either.
No.
As per.
Where did we get a fucking?
So I wonder. Bridie probably lent us it, but I wonder if maybe we thought that by cancelling on the greenhouse, we'd get our deposit back in a week, and then we could put a deposit down on another place. Maybe that was something I was thinking. I don't know. Never do that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, MB sorted us right out.
If you can get yourself an MB, he's fucking great.
Oh, he's excellent.
He
Isn't he? He's
will
such a
just-
oh.
He'll make your life better.
Cheers,
tenfold.
Bridie, for
We love you.
getting me into Burley Road shithole.
Yeah, so we were looking for a few places, and the places, because we were looking for free bed, there's not many flats in city centre that are free bed, is there?
There's not. A 3-bed is the most awkward to look for, isn't it?
Yeah, because you get 2 big and 1 box room, or
Yeah, we've had that. We've had that twice now, haven't we?
Yeah.
East Point had that shitty little box room.
Burley Road had that shitty box room.
Yeah, a bit of an elongated box, but the elongation was all mouldy, so
Yeah, and it was all
didn't really
like
count.
slanted as well. and
Oh God!
We'll come to that in a minute.
So talking about some of the places we looked at, because I haven't been down this road in my head for years, and I've just remembered we almost signed for a place. We viewed it, and we viewed it with, I think there was 4 of us. I think Scally drove us there.
Scally, Chloe, you and me.
And we went in, and it all kind of looked pretty good. It was a relatively decent sized house. I think it was semi-detached. Do you remember where that was?
No, it was a terraced house, and it had a basement, and that's why you liked it.
Was it?
Because you wanted the drums and band set up in a basement.
Do you remember the one though?
Yeah,
it was like
it was
near the Bermontoft, like
I don't know.
St James's rough. It was like behind where East Point is.
Oh yeah,
I think.
I thought St James's was that one.
I don't fucking know, mate. You've
nice.
seen my how shit I am on a map.
But yeah, like I remember that, and it did look nice, and you know it was an all right house, but it was in a roughish area, further out of town, and there wasn't a lot going for it. Like we just had a basement for Rob to have his band set up.
And I'm like, it's worth knowing if you don't know already. I'm like so materialistic, and I wish I wasn't. And I'm getting better at that, to be honest.
With his lovely stained £8 hoodie.
A £6 hoodie.
Oh,
you know, I am, after the lockdown, it's made me realise how important experience is instead of possession. But, like, I still, like, I'm very proud of where I live, and I want to live somewhere where people go in and say, that's nice. Yeah. And I really do, like, while I'm in my 20s to mid-30s, I want that experience of living somewhere that I couldn't ever afford to buy. Yeah. That, like, I want to live somewhere fucking a bit swaggy. So, and that was my mindset even then.
See, my mindset growing up has been from my mum, who was always, like, bought a house cheap and then done it up.
Yeah.
And she's done that with every house.
You wanted to do that.
Yeah, I really I did want to do that with Burley, but we obviously can't.
That would be a great project to do if we had the cash,
money,
like, and the credit. It would be good. Like, when it's your own, I guess it becomes so much more fun. And like, if we owned Burley Road, I'd be buzzing.
Yeah,
I would be buzzing to buy that house.
It'd be gutted out and just completely redone,
demolished. Yeah, it would though, and it would be sick. So we looked at that place. We also looked at a place in like Hyde Park, which is so a couple of stories here. There's a place in Hyde Park that we looked at, and it was student digs that we're looking at, and we're like mid to edging on late 20s at this point, I think. And we're looking at student digs. We want to rent in like September or what? I can't remember what time it was, but it was not term time.
No, it was the middle of the year.
So we'd look around, and then they'd go, "Yeah, it's available in June." And it's like, well, we want it now.
February, actually, when we moved.
Was it?
Yeah, I remember. February 10th when we put in to leave.
But we looked at we looked at that place that was a student house.
We went in, this guy's a musician, so you'll get along. And it turns out he's just got an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, and also, I don't need to get along with him because I'm not going to be fucking living with him because he's going to move out.
Why are we going to move into a shared house?
And I remember we went up the stairs in one, and in one there was this Indian guy who was like a foreign student, like not a UK living Indian. He was like from India. And he was really friendly. He was really nice. He welcomed us into his bedroom to have a look round. But he was still living there, and so it was busy as fuck in his room. And he had the oldest laptop I've ever fucking seen. I wanted to, like, if I ever like win the lottery, one of the first things I'm going to do is knock on that door and hope he's there. I'm going to give him a brand new MacBook Pro because his laptop must have been 2-inch thick, and he was clacking away working on it, doing his dissertation. I remember he was doing his dissertation. He was grinding, and then opposite there was another bedroom, and the landlord or the guy showing us around from the letting agent used the key to get in, and the lad was in the room with the door locked, and really took issue with the fact that like the guy had opened his door.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And he was like, "What you doing?" And then we just stood there like, "Oh yeah." And so the look around that room was just like, pop your head in. Oh yeah. And then we
that's a room.
Straight back in I think he chauffeured us round. That guy. I remember he like picked us up in like a brown like people carrier or something.
Some minivan on it. But yeah, he showed us a few houses that day. There was that one, and then there was one where it was like, this one was like proper next to Hyde Park, in some really weird looking old house. And you go in and there's nobody in there apart from one woman, but every single room had a massage table in it. Like nothing else, just a massage table.
Yeah, she was like Thai.
What the fuck's going on? Is this some kind of knocking shop?
It was definitely a Thai massage, happy ending thing.
Yeah, she definitely give a...
And
that's in the bum, by the way, when you get massaged.
Is it?
Yeah. I've never had it.
See, you've got skills.
No,
I'll show you later.
That way.
But imagine this, like I've still got this mindset of, and I caused this, I put myself in this position, but I want to live in a city centre penthouse, and I'm looking in a fucking student house with an old dell in it, and we're looking in places with massage tables in every room.
That was so fucking weird.
And the only one we got close to kind of liking was that one that we missed out on, and we would have lived there, I think, if we wouldn't have missed out on that one with the basement.
Yeah, would have gone there.
I think we were all kind of the most warm to that. Did we look at any others?
I think we did, but none that were really memorable.
No.
Like one or two maybe. But there wasn't much around. Free bed.
Free bed is the arse bind, isn't it? It really is.
It wasn't just like free bed. It was free bed where the free rooms were fairly equal sized.
Yeah.
That's really hard to find. Even a 2-bed in a city centre flat is really hard to find with equal sized bedrooms. Like the first ones we looked at.
It's very tough, isn't it?
It's always one big in a box room. Fucking annoying. But yeah, so we ended up.
I don't remember viewing Burley Road.
You didn't.
Did I not?
I don't think so.
That
Oh,
would
no, you
make
did.
Sense.
No, you did. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I did. I did because I remember as we went in, I remember seeing like, so when you go into the Burley Road house that we ended up living in, you open the fucking prison gate that's over the door. You open the door, the main door, and straight away on your left, and you'll see this if you've seen the vlogs, there's like a piece of like fucking chipboard or like MDF that's just painted white sloppily. And that's to cover up the door that should lead into the living room, but now is the shop. And I remember looking at that and thinking, that's not too bad. We can sort that out. And we were so pressed for time at this point.
Yeah, we were now at the point where we'd left Greenhouse. Like we'd we'd left so we didn't have a flat anymore. Rob were back at his mum's. Then there's Chloe and me at my mum's, and it's like
shit. Yeah, fucking hell. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. And I certainly wasn't comfortable at my mum's, but then you were not only uncomfortable at your mum's, but you must be feeling like a burden.
Yeah, and like I felt like I was putting my mum out because like I were going to work and stuff, but my guest Chloe was now her guest, and she was
you're putting that on.
She was constantly at the house through no fault of her own, but she was just constantly at the house, and it was like she was trying her hardest not to get under my mum's feet, and it's like you know how it is when
I've never actually had it like laid out like this in this kind of thing, but I'm really sorry about that.
No, don't
That's
worry.
not even performative for the podcast. Like, I'm glad you're over it, but like, a lot of that is because of me. So.
And then you wondered why I didn't want to go to many festivals that year.
Yeah, my bad, mate. I'm sorry about that. That's shit. That is shit. That's totally shit. I never thought about that, and that's the issue. Like, and I'm on an improvement journey outside of this podcast and stuff. I'm getting there.
He has improved, man.
But that's just me, just being like very selfish. So sorry about that.
But you were back then.
I think I just wanted to just be fucking rock and roll, and if it's not like fucking, if I'm not doing this and this and this, then I don't really give a fuck. And I'm sorry, I'm really embarrassed about what you've just said there, because
don't worry about it.
That's bad.
It's fine. I'm alright with it.
Well, thank you.
But yeah.
I'm lucky that you still fucking live with me.
I'm lucky that you're still fucking live with me.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean. The sentiment is there, and I'm embarrassed to hear that, but it's rightfully embarrassing.
It's fine. Anyway, we'll move on. So we're at home now, and we were at home for about 2 or 3 weeks in total, and there was still stuff going on. We were still filming stuff, and we actually made the there was what parody did we make?
Fug workout, maybe.
Yeah, that was it, because he did the massive pal that were really funny. And we had to do it in Eggy's
room. Eggy's bedroom, yeah, because this was when Raz was living at home. So it must have been a real tough time that for you, especially.
I was going through some shit, but
I remember
you were going through shit as well.
Yeah, I
can't blame you.
My complaints were like, it wasn't too long after a lot of shit had gone on in my life.
Yeah.
But my biggest complaint really at the time was I have to get a bus to work. I didn't have any extra guests at home or anything, and my mum was all the more happy to just have company. Yeah. So we could have done that a lot differently. And again, I apologise for that.
Don't worry, man.
But so Burley Road was a necessity then. We just needed to rush.
It really was. Burley Road was the last place we were looking at. It was the last one we'd booked in to look at. And this was when I'd just been told, if we don't get a place, if we don't get this, then I'm just going to move back home. That's what Rob said to me. So I was like, fuck. So Burley Road came round, and my head just switched into my mum's mode, where it's like, we can do this, we can do that, we can do it up. There's a hole in the wall, but we can fill it, and we can repaint, sand everything down.
Yeah, it's only freezing because it's empty.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we thought, and that's what we were told as well. But it turns out otherwise.
And I guess because I'd have been so comfortable moving back in. Well, I wouldn't have been. I'd have made it seem like I was comfortable moving back in with my mum, but it would have also saved me a load of money.
Yeah, no.
And the motivation, one of the reasons we wanted to move into a cheaper place was to save money.
So we can do more.
So I also was thinking, well, I don't want to live with my mum, but I can pay my mum like 150 quid flat rate for everything.
And that's an extra...
And she'll feed me.
Extra 200 odd quid in your back pocket already.
which was available to me, and I'm sure your mum would have you as well.
Yeah, she would, but she'd made me pay rent. And more than 100 quid.
And for the record, if that was right now and I had to live with my mum, I'd pay her the fucking rate I'm paying now. Yeah. Like, I think if you do live with your parents,
definitely cover the proper expense.
You don't know how much they fucking do for you, let me tell you. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers do.
And you ain't got a clue how much shit costs. Bills, fucking, even just Wi-Fi.
Council tax.
Everything. It soon adds up, mate.
It really does. So we were talking, we'll do loads of festivals, we'll do this, that and the other, and we'll have just loads of spare money.
Yeah.
And in reality, we did have a bit of spare money, but it was less than 200 quid a month each.
What was
because greenhouse? Well, we can talk about this, right? It's
greenhouse were £375 a month each.
Yeah.
And then what was
Burley was
250,
250.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was 250 because we had 125 quid extra,
which isn't that much. Really,
it's really not. That don't fucking go anywhere.
I know it can go far, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't get you tons more. And you don't see it.
It just does. It's not there.
Yeah, you just spend it. You live within your means.
No matter how much money you get paid, no matter how much your rent is, you've always got the same amount of money.
Yeah. We get paid very different amounts, and we still are both equal amounts of skin.
Yep. I'm fucking broke right now.
I'm broke as well, actually.
I get paid in 3 days.
I get paid in about 20.
I'm going to be broke very shortly after payday. I firmly live payday to payday, which is a bad thing to do at my age.
But who doesn't live payday to payday?
It's mad when people don't. Like I there's people at my work that go like, "Oh, it's payday today." It's like, what do you mean? How the fuck do you not know? I've been counting down for 12 days.
Fucking seconds.
Jesus. But the point is, that 125 quid didn't really go very far. No. We did a lot in 2018.
We did. It was a very good year. But that wasn't 2018, was it?
But yeah, it was. Was it?
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't know.
February 2018.
We did a lot that year, but we also did a shitload in 2019, even more so.
Yeah, and we had a more expensive flat.
Yeah, so don't skimp out on where you live to save a bit of money. Anyway. Yeah. Where are we?
Oh, yeah, I've completely lost.
So we moved in. So we viewed it. We obviously like signed for it, and we were happy enough with it in our head.
Like before we'd actually got into it, we were like, yeah, that's fine. That'll do. You know, we decided on the bedrooms and everything because we have this thing where it's like we swap between who's got the good one and who's got the bad one, dependent on where we are. So last time I had a really good one with an ensuite. This time Rob's got the good one with the balcony.
And the bath, it's the bath for me.
Yeah.
It's annoying because I know you'd use the balcony a lot.
I use it every fucking night.
And I never use it, but I use the bath. I wish we could. I wish I could just give you that balcony. But it is a really good arrangement that, it works out. Wherever we end up going next, Danny will have the first pick of the room.
And then after that, it's Rob's room.
So it's a really good way to do it. And I like to think that if, when in Burley, we tossed a coin, didn't we?
Yeah,
because in Greenhouse we have pretty equal rooms. But I know that if there would have been any like genuine issue, and you really wanted that bigger room, I'd have give it to you. Yeah. And same vice versa. Yeah. So it's, I know people that like their mate pays X amount more because they've got the bath.
He's got the bath and the balcony. That's it. You pay £50 more.
Like fuck that, man. Jesus Christ.
You live in the same place.
Yeah. And I'm grateful that we can live like that because I've got the best room now, bitch.
Yeah.
Till next time when we move to penthouse in what's it called? The big building in Leeds. Yeah,
a big building.
Bridgewater Place.
Are you all right? What's going on?
Sorry, I've just had the cup of tea and I'm warm.
It is really warm here, to be fair.
It's burnt me. Not burnt. I'm warm.
Hi, warm.
Hello, fuck me. I'm overeating. The radiator's not even on. So anyway.
So we'd moved in and picked the rooms. He got the bigger room. I got the second biggest room.
And it's all on the vlog, this. Like, literally, us moving in, those first moments that you see, they're not fabricated and redone. They are true, real moments of us moving in.
We're not actors. I ain't got a fucking clue. I do know how to act. I'm theatrically trained.
Same. I've got a drama GCSE.
Oh, well, I've got performing arts, and I used to do theatre outside of school. They call me the thespian. My dad thought
surprised you had to come out, mate. I'm surprised we didn't just guess.
My dad thought a thespian was a lesbian in theatre.
What is it?
Was it my dad or my granddad? I can't remember.
What is a thespian?
Someone who is a theatrically trained actor or actress.
Very nice.
It just means I'm a right fanny who does plays.
Yeah.
But I don't anymore. But if you want me to, I might.
Yeah, if there's any casting agents out there,
If
backroom casting couch agents, then give Danny a call.
yeah, the album. Yeah.
So we moved in on camera. We flipped for the rooms.
Did we flip on camera?
We found out because I let out a big yes because I really wanted my drums.
Yeah.
This was the only advantage of this place for me, was having my drums.
Yeah, we could do, like, because it was fully detached, no neighbours, could make as much noise as we want. So it's fantastic for drums and guitar.
So when I got the bigger room, I was really happy about that because it meant I could jam with my friends. And it was just a cool place. Like I need a lot of space, to be honest. I need to minimize the amount of possessions I own.
I don't need a lot of space. Like, I can fit my life in one single tiny room. I did in the RAF for 8 years, so I can do it now.
So the worst, one of the things that really hurt me, and I know he didn't mean anything by it, but I've said how proud I am and how much I am. Like, I want to live somewhere where people say that's not. I'm very proud of my home. Yeah. I want to make people comfortable in my home. Like, I really, if there's a guest coming round, I'll tidy up. I guess everyone does that. My point is, I want to be really proud of where I live, and I want to be able to be proud to say I live there. And Bridie came in, and the first thing he did,
he looked at that fucking wall, didn't he?
He looked at that wall, and he just burst out laughing, and it was like a knife in my heart. That, and I know that sounds really melodramatic, but as someone who, really wanted a place where all the boys can come around, be comfortable, think it's nice, feel at home.
Because that's what Greenhouse will want it.
Yeah, we're always the hub.
Yeah.
Of where people come. We have the house party, flat parties. That's us, and I'm glad we are. But when Bridie's first raw judgment on that, I hold nothing against him. He paid the fucking deposit for us, for God's sake. But that was like, shit, it's going to be one of them kind of places.
Aye. But then after we'd settled in, got us rooms and everything, we started to notice everything that was going wrong. So in the first week, we let the estate, well, I think it might have been like the second day we were there or something, we let the estate agent know there's a lot wrong with this place and it needs sorting out. So they said, write a list. And we already had, hadn't we? Like, we put a list up on the wall of, we started writing down wall, so anyone could access
it and write on it, yeah.
And there was loads wrong. This
is when the conversation gets really interesting.
Yeah, this is when it's like,
because we can just rally off everything that was wrong.
Yeah, so in my room, there was damp on one of the walls. There was the window had damp all around all on the wood and everything as well.
Wooden window frames, single glazed.
Fucking so cold. They don't properly close as well. Like, they've just got those shitty little latches with a little hole in it.
Archaic technology.
I don't know how people had those.
Rotting.
So it's always cold. There was no lampshade. There was the cupboards were half built, and it was like they were old as fuck. Like, do you remember, like, it's that weird white with like the grey swirly pattern inside it and a gold framing, for some fucking unknown reason. They were just ugly, and they went all around the fucking room, took up most of the room as well. And at my bed, there was a live wire right next to my head where I slept, just poking out. And I got an electrician round eventually, and he zapped himself on it. That's how secure it was.
Good electrician.
Radiators, none of them gave off heat. They all needed bleeding. Yeah.
Do you remember your window as well? Every time you'd open it, a load of like sand would fall from the top, and it'd all accumulate on your windowsill.
Well, like it had been cemented into the brickwork. So every time you open it, that just crumbles away. So eventually, that's going to fall out.
God. I'll move on to my room. My room didn't have too much wrong with it. It was... Oh, sorry.
The carpets as well in my room at the door. It's like, like a cat had been there ripping it up, and it would just fucking curl back. Yeah. So every time you open your door, carpet fucks off with it. So fucking irritating.
Yeah, those carpets were fucking grim.
And there were
they were so shit.
There were those wooden border things with spikes that hold your carpet in place. Just fucking everywhere. So like every now and then you'd walk on one and stab yourself
under the carpet. Yeah. Fucking hell, I forgot about that.
So fucking annoying.
That carpet was ugly as fuck.
Yeah, and they had the audacity to charge us for it.
This house was like something you'd win on like Bullseye in the 70s.
And it's not
And they'd
been-
go for like the cheapest shit.
Yeah.
That carpet, and I can attest to this even now because I've got a piece of that carpet, the bit I spilt the red paint on, and it's wiry as it's fucking shit.
the width of it from like the actual base that touches the floor to the top of the carpet is at most 2 millimeters.
It's shite.
Mate, that's fucking. It's not a
So-
carpet.
So yeah, my room less problematic to be fair. It were massive, so it was hard to heat. It was a really big room, that really big.
Decent sized room.
Single glaze, so really hard to heat.
Shit radiator as well.
Yeah, shit radiator. I also had tons of those shitty, like, antique-y looking fucking cupboards around it. Just mind that wire, mate, on your way out. Like these really fucking old, shitty, cheap wooden cupboards. And, yeah, please, mate, I'll have a water. That's down there, just getting some refreshments out the fridge. But yeah, I can't really complain too much about my room. I guess that something that isn't really a complaint specifically about the house, thank you, but something that really does bother me is spiders would get in. Because it was a house, it was a ground floor. It's a fucking house, you know? You know what a house is.
And there was a field behind it with loads of trees.
Very different
And if you've ever lived near trees, you know there's fucking loads of spiders.
Yeah, they're very different to the 2 penthouses we lived in afterwards. And the East Point was a penthouse. It was the top floor, you bastard.
Yep.
With a balcony. Spiders can't really get up there, so
They fucking did though.
I did. Yeah, they did sometimes, the bastards. I mean, there's a fly in that window there, and we're 14 stories tall.
Yeah,
So
like, he can fly, can't he?
that's true. Yeah, good point. But yeah, so spiders, but that's not really a complaint. My room, unless I'm blocking stuff out, the only other stuff that was wrong with my room was caused by me.
No, you had plug sockets that didn't work.
Oh shit! Yeah, 2 of the 4 plug sockets in the room didn't work. Yeah,
Did your light work as well?
I think it did.
Did it?
I can't remember. There was a lot of issue I caused, like the red paint on the floor, like undeniably my fault. We put a dartboard up and obviously fucked the wall with that.
Yeah.
Again, like take full responsibility for that. Like
Well, you did
we
that
did- we
knowing
only-
full well the house is a
Yeah,
fucking wreck.
that's the thing. If we'd have moved into a house that was in a good enough shape to live in, we'd have treated it a lot more.
Yeah, there's no dartboard
respectfully.
here.
Yeah, and I fucking love darts, mate. So much more than
Yeah,
Bridie
almost
does.
as much as me.
Shut up, silly bastard.
Yeah, so your room was shit, my room's shit, the third room at back, that had, to start with, you walked in there and you could immediately notice it was fucking slanted. The foundations at the back were sinking.
It was like Ned Flanders' house that they build him after the hurricane, and all the townspeople get together, but they're not builders, and they build him that house.
There was one little window in there as well, where it only had like the little top flap that opens rather than the full window. And on the other side of that was just like a fencing so that no one could break in, and it just made it ugly as fuck.
Yeah, it was like white chain link almost, not quite, but it was like
Yeah, just like crisscross fencing.
right over the window.
And it was horrendous hardwood flooring that didn't properly fit the room, made everything echo as well. Then there was mold on the back wall, and when I say mold, I mean like fucking like that long and that wide in the corner of the wall to the roof bit. And that while we were there, that fucking grew, didn't it?
It really
Like,
did. It got
that
massive.
doubled in size, and
Oh.
that's a health hazard. We could have
literally
not
is.
paid our rent because of that.
It literally is a health hazard. And do you know what? Like, I do feel really bad that Chloe had to be in that room.
Yeah.
And someone had to be in the room, and we'd already lived together. We live in Leeds. We're from Leeds. I think it was the right choice that we got pick of the rooms, but I do feel really bad that,
Yeah.
not guilty, but I feel, I empathise that was Chloe.
Yeah, she got the shit
because
in
she
to
tried
with
to
that
make it as nice as possible.
She did.
Like,
She
like we all do with every environment we're in, but like she had her photos on the wall and shit, and
got that little shade lounge from the,
Yeah,
the
she-
living room.
she did her absolute best, bless her. But there's no
when-
polishing a
yeah.
turd like that.
Like when she got in her bed on a night, it just started rolling away.
Yeah,
we had to
literally.
take the wheels off it for her.
So let's go on like a kind of we've done our rooms and we've done Chloe's room. We're starting here on the top floor, obviously.
Yeah.
Talk about the bathroom.
Oh God. So the bathroom was really long.
It was so long, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm glad you mentioned that.
strangely long, and it had no windows. So it's like there was no
Oh,
ventilation in there, so it got damp in there as well. There was mold on some of the walls and stuff, and there was no mirror.
For the size of that bathroom, it had none of the amenities that a bathroom should have.
Yeah.
And I'm a man who loves
amenities.
being in water. Yeah. I love being submerged in water, nice warm water.
I like it
no
being
bath
showered
though.
upon me.
There was no bath in there. But
No.
you could have fit a fucking hot tub in the bastard.
It was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Open the door. You'd walk 10 miles to end up room to that shitty shower in the corner. Oh, shit water pressure. I've stayed in hostels, mate.
It dribbled out. The shower, like the doors barely closed, and you had fuck all room in there. And when we first lived there were no fucking hot water, were there?
Oh, fucking hell, of course. The hot water issue.
Yeah, there was no hot water for us, so we had to get the coldest showers in the fucking world.
So not only was there an issue with the water, but it was also on that fucking poverty system.
Yeah,
sorry if you use this.
Yeah. Like pay-as-you-go meters that you have to get from shops.
So there's a box. This is a thing I'd never heard of, and I'm not privileged. I lived in a council house for 24 years, but there's a box outside your house. There's a little like USB in it or something. And you pull that out.
It wasn't even a USB. It was you'd buy a prepaid card and you'd slot that in.
Is that what it is? Like a skybox?
Yeah.
So you take this card to the sorry if I'm explaining something that everyone knows, but I'd never seen this. You take it to the shop and go, can I have a $5 on this, please? The shop that was built into the house didn't support this, by the way.
No, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, that's where we got it from.
Fair enough.
Which is quite lucky to
I
be
retract that statement. But yeah, you'd have to top that up. And I remember we were all broke. I remember there was a time when we had to like scrape together to put like £8 on it. But even then, the fucking hot water didn't work, did it? A lot of the times.
It turns out because the landlord, who'd obviously done this house to put this shop in to make more money off this house, had done such a bad job with everything. The actual plumbing and the water and everything went outside and just went to like I don't know what it's called. I don't know how to explain it properly. But there was a pipe that came out of the heating system, went down into a plastic pipe, a runoff or something like that. But this pipe was just open at the top, so it was like shit just got in it, and it just filled up and clogged.
Was that his way of retrofitting a shop within it? So was he trying to? This house didn't always have a shop in it, and he did like what I would have done, which is bodged it.
That boiler was put in when they put that shop in. That wasn't where it's always been.
So he tried to like retrofit a independent shop on his own without any qualifications by the looks of things.
No, he got his.
Or wasn't his mate?
Yeah, his mate who fuck me. I'll come to the electrics in a minute. But his mate who signed off loads of shit for him and like said, "Oh, I've done all this work so that the estate agents would be like, yeah, that's worth that then."
Yeah, just paid his mate. It's like me telling Dan, do us a favour and sign off. Say this house is like electrically sound and shit, so I can list it. And the thing is, like, I'm so glad that we ended up like challenging it and getting out of there, because a lot of people wouldn't have done. A lot of like students or whatever would have just put up with it.
They'd have sat there for the full year, and it'd have fucked with the health and the mentality.
Oh God, yeah. Fucking, I remember, you know, when you're in like a shit situation, you always try and convince yourself, well, what's the positives? Yeah. Which is a good thing to do, I guess. But I remember reading this article about like cold showers, and I was thinking, fucking hell, like I watched this video with this fucking hippie, this white guy with dreads, going, you know, one of them like guys like off the In-Betweeners movie.
Oh yeah.
Who wears like rosary beads.
A pretentious wanker.
Yes, a cunt. On YouTube saying, yeah, it's really good. It like, and I'm sure there is benefits to having a cold shower. I'm sure,
there really is.
Sure there is. But he was explaining them to me, so I wasn't giving him the most attention. But the fact that I was like looking for like, oh, cold shower's not that bad. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. I want the water here gets so hot, it literally comes out of my tap scalding.
Yeah, I have to have it on like the tiniest setting just so it doesn't burn me.
Today, even the middle setting was too hot.
Yeah, it will fucking well.
The middle between cold and hot. And I want it to be like that forever. It's like I've got kettle in my shower.
I'm not a fan of that.
But you can have it as cold as you want. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like,
yeah,
you've got every...
That's the benefit of having hot water in it.
You've got in between everything. If we just had kettle water, that'd be an issue.
Oh, that'd be awful.
But just having cold, oh, fuck me.
And it was February as well, so it was cold outside.
Freezing,
so it's like
man.
The house was fucking freezing because the radiators didn't work properly, and we were told, "Oh, it's just an old house; it needs time to warm up. It's been empty for a while." No, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah, and we learned that the hard way. Fuck me. And like, you literally wake up at like, so if I'm working at like 8:30, I get up at like 7, which isn't too, you know, people have worse commutes than me for sure. But I wake up at 7, jump in the shower. The shower's not the shower's cold, so I can't have a proper wash.
Wakes you up though.
Yeah, it wakes you up. But then I'd have a shit day.
Yeah.
My entire day is shit.
But luckily, that wasn't the entire time we were there. Like we managed to get the water sorted out, so we had hot water and we figured out how to keep the boiler going. But it was just fucking such an arduous task having a shower. Like,
God, it was.
then there was
Having to share a shower is like, we haven't had to, that's the only place we've had to do that.
Yeah. Oh no,
not that much of an issue, especially with just us two.
Yeah, with us two, it's fine.
But
Both got cocks, haven't we?
so nice to have your own, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely. Like I don't want to ever go back from having my own.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah, so like the bathroom, other things wrong with the bathroom. There was no radiator in there, so it was always fucking cold. The floor was made like it was tiles, so you go in there and that'd be fucking freezing. So if you need a quick shit in the middle at night, you're gonna be cold.
Yeah, your cock's gonna be shrinking.
There was no mirror, so like you couldn't see what you're doing, like when you're brushing your teeth or shaving or all like that. I don't know why you look at yourself brushing your teeth.
Make sure you got all your teeth.
True, but yeah, just fucking awful, that bathroom. I think there was like one light working rather than all three because there were spotlights.
Sounds about right.
Don't know why they put spotlights in just the bathroom. But yeah, no ventilation, so everything was fucking damp and wet, and you'd just fog over, and I hated that bathroom.
Yeah, it was such a bad use of space. And I guess there's not much to say about the landing areas.
Well, there was that at the top of the landing. There was a plug. It was like above the stairs. There was a plug, and it didn't work, but the wires on it were exposed.
Yeah, there was. It was like it was in a really weird place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. If you imagine you're walking downstairs where the roof starts from, like, there's always a gap in there.
Yeah.
Like where the roof starts there. It was just on the front of it. So fucking weird. Like, what would you ever use that for?
I used it for the one time we backed up on the stairs, but you could have also used any of the others. Maybe I didn't because it didn't work, did it? Maybe I tried to use it.
There was other plugs as well in there that were just shit and hanging off the wall.
Oh, what a shambles!
Like, really fucking bad. But yeah, the hallway, the landing upstairs wasn't too bad.
The landing upstairs was probably the most faultless area of the house.
Had shit walls, but
as you come downstairs to the downstairs landing, if that's what you call it, the clearing that's there as soon as you walk in, and to your left you've got
the hallway
of MDF, hallway. So you've got the stairs going up. You've got the kitchen / living room to the right, and then you've got the shop to the left with that door boarded up really badly. That was shit. There was exposed piping. There was a boiler that was just slammed on there. Like,
there's more plugs that didn't fucking work.
And the saddest thing is, again, trying to make the most of it and trying to make it our own. Me and Chloe put up like a load of posters and like the big download like vinyl posters that we got and the Leeds Fest posters.
Just to cover it up on it. Like,
and I think about that now as a mid-20s guy who's not a student. If someone comes round to your gaff and you go in, and I do care what people think, and I know I shouldn't, but you do, and someone goes in and they're greeted by fucking posters in your hallway, mate. Posters just blue tacked up. Fuck me.
Not like posters blue tacked up to look nice, just
to cover up the wall, yeah.
And it's very obviously like it's done to cover shit up.
It looked like a dive bar.
Yeah.
It looked like a fucking dive bar.
A dive bar would be nice.
Not a cool one that's like sold as a dive bar. An actual shit bar it looked like.
Like that place in Wakefield.
Oh, yeah, like that place in Wakefield, the Snooty Fox. It looked like the fucking Snooty Fox. Liam Vale, you'll know what that is. God, that was shit. And
Awful,
but the real interesting thing was...
There's another boarded wall at the back, wasn't there?
That's what I was just going to talk about.
Under the stairs.
So there was obviously there's been a shop retrofitted onto this building.
One always there.
Yeah, it should be the living room.
Yeah.
And there was this like conspicuous piece of MDF. If you walked in the door, it was kind of right in front of you, or like just off to the side. You'd have the stairs going up, and then like a hallway that just stops, and there's like a bit of MDF just blocking off the hallway.
That had obviously been the entrance to the basement, but they blocked it off in order to give the basement to the shop for their storage area.
So one day we were like, well, you know what? Like, we live in this house. We're paying the rent. We can see there's a bit of our house here blocked off with a piece of MDF with Phillips screws in it.
the tiny little pins as well. Like
It
they were
wasn't.
shit.
It wasn't plastered. It wasn't. It was literally like if I had to just quickly block off the kitchen now.
It wasn't even
using these foam things.
It wasn't even the right size piece of wood.
No, it wasn't. And so we were like, we live here. We're going to take this off and see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we vlogged this or if we were a bit too worried that
We were a
it's
bit too worried.
technically, I guess, breaking and entering from inside. But we unscrewed it. And
There was another panel behind it, wasn't there?
yeah,
Like you could see where they put up this strengthening panel, where it's just like the wooden blocks where you'd normally put your. I don't know.
I guess the way to kind of emphasize how shit this was is this should be a wall for the purpose it's serving.
It should have been a door, not a wall.
Yeah, but if you wanted to,
Oh, if you wanted to block it off,
if you wanted to block it off,
yeah.
it should have been a wall. So the fact that we could have undone it with a screwdriver proves that it was a shit job.
Yeah.
And there was little gaps in this board as well, and you know, air could get between, like, from the compartment beyond this wall to into our house. And the reason I say that is because when we did finally fucking peel back that bit of MDF, what was in there, Dan?
It was the shop's toilet.
It was the shitter.
So that had been, in fact, they would have taken the plumbing out for that. That had been our shitter, not the basement.
That they had a fucking shitter in there, separated by 2 bits of MDF and a bit of like 2x4s or whatever they're called.
And in there was this fucking awful carpet that was thick as well. Like, why didn't they use that for ours?
Better than ours. And we managed to access their toilet by unscrewing maybe 12 Phillips head screws, and
we robbed some toilet roll.
We nicked some toilet roll out of there.
Yeah, and thought, fuck you guys, we're having your toilet roll.
And then we put the thing back on. But if they were having a shit in there, that smell would have come in, and we never noticed that, to be fair.
No.
But it would have done. The poo particles would have come out the arse and through them cracks.
Luckily, we never used downstairs. Or we very rarely used it.
Yeah, fucking hell. When we did use downstairs, we used the kitchen living room area. Now, we diss Razzie for having a kitchen living room, same thing, we say, because his kitchen is living rooms. The same thing.
Same thing. Kitchen, living room, bedroom, same thing.
Kitchen, living room, same thing.
Kitchen, living room, dining room, same thing.
But eagle-eyed viewers will know that actually everywhere we've lived so far has been like that. And Razzie's place is lovely. So we're not dissing him for that. But this was really a case of living room, kitchen, same thing.
Yeah.
In Greenhouse, the kitchen was all along like the back wall, but it felt like
there was
like a separate area.
That's because of how we laid out the sofas.
Yeah,
so like the back gave us a difference.
We gave ourselves that separation for sure. In East Point, it felt separate. Again, the sofa's there, the kitchen's like behind you, and in here the kitchen's tucked away down that hallway, which is the best way of doing it. In my opinion.
It is, because now I can't see the kitchen at all.
Unless the only way to beat that is to put a door on there.
Yeah. But even that, I'd rather not have a door, to be honest. That'd be a bit...
Yeah, same.
Same.
I have no issue with the kitchen being there. I think it's a modern look, having a kitchen, living room, same thing.
Same thing.
But this was really kitchen, living room, same thing.
Kitchen, living room, dining room, same thing.
Bedroom, bathroom, same thing. Bastard. Oh, ours was like that. Anyway,
Everyone.
so this was literally meant to be a kitchen.
Yeah.
And they just bung a sofa in there.
Yeah, the one, it was hardwood, so it was like, didn't get any warm, like no warmth kept in there. Like, it was loud as fuck, so if you dropped a fork, you'd hear it throughout the entire fucking house.
Big window, shitty old curtains on it.
Single pane again.
Single glazed, and a fucking prison bars over it.
Oh yeah, it's like that was so fucking
You're sat
ugly.
in your living room, you're making eye contact with people that walk past.
Yeah, it was like we just kept the curtains closed all the time, didn't we?
We did.
Fucking well annoying.
The kitchen itself
It was one fucking wall. It had a tiny sink and a shitty little drain area.
Where was that sink? Was that on the
left.
closest to the wall? It's close to the window wall.
Yeah. And the one, as far as kitchens go, you want the worst usable kitchen. The oven worked, wasn't clean. The hob worked, but they weren't clean. And we had cupboards and everything, and they were fine. But the fridge
was the main issue in it. It was massive, and it was in its heyday, mate. On the shop floor in Curry's, that must have been one of the flagship fridges back in the 80s.
It was a big boy, but You put your can of, we tried it. We put a can in the fridge and a can in one of the cupboards, and the can in the cupboard was the colder can. Like the fridge did not fucking work. And it smelt as well.
It just had this smell embedded in it.
It's like if you've ever cleaned out a fridge with bleach and you can smell that weird musty food, but like mixed in with bleach and cleaning stuff, and it's just like, just minging, and it just got worse as well. Like the longer we lived there,
we used the freezer as a fridge and the fridge as a cupboard.
You're fucking mental.
And I remember the fridge was always a bit kind of askew. It was sat like on maybe a slight angle.
Yeah, there was some weird wooden board under it to make it stand up.
Yeah, and so you got the fridge and then maybe 4-inch wooden board underneath it. And one day I was sweeping up for some reason, and
probably to clean,
pointless. And the wooden board like fell forward, and the fridge was just sat on a pallet.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's probably how they got it in. Little forklift truck.
And then there was that massive leather sofa.
Oh yeah, big 3-seater leather sofa, cracked all over it, and it like
fucked.
Like it was that shit leather as well, where it peels away.
And because it's leather in this room, it's always going to be cold to sit on. And then
you know, uncomfortable as well.
And imagine that's when you get the email from Festival Republic. Melvin Ben wants to come round.
Oh, fantastic!
Brilliant. And Razzie sorted us out by fronting the cost for those 2 sofas, which were relatively cheap for sofas, but still 400 quid. Were they 100? Yeah, they were 179, I think, or 169.
They're not the best of sofas, but
we still got one there.
Yeah,
we use it. I've still got one in my room at my mum's.
We don't use it.
It's effectively in storage there, but you know they do the job and they look all right. But then we had nowhere to put this massive sofa.
Yeah,
we couldn't be like, we needed 2 sofas for a filming setup for the Melvin thing and just generally to be comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't want to sit on that leather sofa at all.
But then we had nowhere to put it, so that's why in the vlog you can see there's that bit where I'm shifting it and trying to get it, and we just left it by the fucking stairs.
Yeah, like plonked it on its side, out the way, and we just never used that area again. It became a bit of a dumping ground for like the shitty little manual Hoover that was left there, and just anything that we just couldn't be asked with got chucked behind there. Let's
talk a bit about the shop.
We haven't got to the electrics yet.
Oh, hit them with the electrics, Dan.
So, electrics, they're fun, aren't they? Obviously, live wires. Oh, can you take that?
No, I'm on my lunch.
Live wires.
Lunch break.
There's live wires all over the place, and just plugs that don't work. And then the electricity stops working, and the gas goes off because of it, and there's loads of shit going on. So one day I have to take a day off work for this because we can't live without electricity. So I call up the estate agent, and I'm trying to I'm saying oh, there's this problem with the electricity. Can you send someone out? Instead of sending someone out, he sent his mate out that signed the certificate. And he's like, what's wrong? I was like, this. He goes, okay, yeah, I'll tell the landlord and we'll get it sorted. I was like, yeah, happy days. Like, thank you. That's great.
Was he?
Never came back to us.
Left the country.
Then the gas started fucking up more. So I was like, mate, I need to take another day off work because we can't have no water, no hot water, no anything. So another day off work, and I'm ringing up trying to get it sorted out. And he's like, yeah, we'll send out a gas man to have a look at it. Little bloke from shop comes.
I'm the gas man.
Little bloke from shop comes around and he goes, hiya, landlord's just called me, said you've got an issue with your gas. Can I have a look? I was like, pardon? He's like, yeah. He said he sent me around to have a look at your gas. I was like,
you're not a fucking gas man. You're a shopkeep.
I was like, are you a gas man? He's like, no. He's just asked me to come around. I'm like, okay, well, you're not what are you going to look at? And I showed him it because I was just like, well, all right, what the fuck are you going to do?
When you're faced with it, you don't think, do you? I guess you're like, right, okay, well, have a look then, I guess.
I was like, have a look then. And he was like, oh, have you tried this? And I was like, yes. Like, oh, what about this? I'm like, yeah. He's like, might be the electrics. I'm like, it's not. He goes, it might be though. I'm like, it's not.
Why am I speaking to the shopkeeper in my fucking house?
And so another phone. He'd come in and then left after having this initial contact with me. The landlord called him again and said, because I'd called back and said, I don't want the shopkeeper around. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So he comes around and goes, landlord said to come around and have a look at this. And I'm like, what? And by this point, it started walking into the house and his foot were on the doorstep. And like, as he's walking in, he's like, oh, do you mind if I come in? And at this point, like, it feels rude to say no because
yeah,
he's already in your
isn't
house.
he? He's already in.
So I'm like, yeah, you're in. Fine. So he comes in and he's talking to me about the electrics again. He's like, oh, no, the electrician came around. Is this? And it's like, he sorted it all. And I'm like, well, it's wrong. There's a fucking live wire sticking out my bed. And he were having none of it and he's chatting shit. And then his wife came round and she just walked straight in.
Did they have a key?
Yes, they did.
That's the mental thing. They had a key to our house.
They never, well.
They didn't have bad intentions.
No, not
but
at
it's
all.
not a legitimate setup.
They're actually quite nice people.
Of course they are. They're just.
But it was just the fact that the landlord had sent them round instead of a gas man or an electrician. So I was like, what are you doing in my house? Like, because his wife just walked in as well. And she was like saying, oh, it's not this, it's this. And I'm like, what the fuck do you know?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Why are you in this house?
I was like, can you get out of my house?
She said, I've come to complain because the last hour of our trading hours every day, I have to listen to Knights of Sidonia from that lad upstairs on guitar at fucking full volume.
Yeah, so it's like they wandered in his house. And I'm trying to like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? So I'm just letting them do the thing, chat some bollocks because they don't know what they're on about and then leave. And then I got really fucking frustrated with that. And then when I was speaking to estate agent, I was like, I don't want the shopkeeper from next door coming round. And he was like, what do you mean? Why is he coming round? I was like, well, the landlord sent him. So they're like, oh, well, he shouldn't do that. I was like, he did, twice.
Was it Linley and Simpson?
Yeah.
Because they were pretty good, weren't they? They were pretty supportive.
They were all right to start with. But yeah, so they were like trying to sort it out. And then he came back round and knocked and he was like, oh, I didn't come round. And I'm like, I don't care. It's like, don't come in my fucking
house. Why am I
house.
still speaking to you?
It's like, yeah, he came round and there was some builders
I'll speak to you when I want a Lucasade in the nice, like, no disrespect, but why the fuck are you in the house?
Yeah.
I'll speak to you when I go into the shop.
Oh, that was it, actually. The landlord had sent, because the shop was having work done, the builders who were doing the shop, obviously the landlord's boys who did the shit on the house, had an electrician there, and he came round. And as he came round, so did fucking shopkeeper as well. So electricians having a look, and shopkeepers blabbing away,
shopkeepers
saying,
like telling them
what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, fuck off.
It was exactly like what happened with me last week or other week when the plumber came round and the concierge come in and he's telling the plumber what the problem is.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, you're not involved with this. Fuck off. Putting words effectively in my mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what he must have been doing to you, the shop guy, saying, oh, the blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
And it would just do my fucking head in. So I just had it out with him. Like, I lost my rag a little. I was like, look, get the fuck out. I'm like, what are you doing here? Why have you come round? Oh, landlord called. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I've told the landlord not to fucking call you and not to send you round because you're not a fucking electrician or a gas man. And it's like, oh, no, landlord didn't call. And I'm like, he fucking did. You've just told me.
Careful with the accent there, mate.
That wasn't an accent.
There was a little bit of accent coming in there. That's literally what he sounded like.
Yeah, I was like, just fuck off. And I like, the builders and shit were there and they could see me getting annoyed at him. And the electrician came round and he's like, oh, yeah, well, this is, it's actually, oh, yeah, that's all right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll speak to the landlord and we'll get that sorted out. I was like, finally, it's getting fucking sorted out. He didn't. That's the second time an electrician had been round.
And eventually, we got to the point where an electrician that was independently sourced said the whole house needed rewiring.
Linley and Simpson had to get an electrician because the landlord wouldn't get a trusted electrician.
And that's the reason we managed to get out of there, to be honest, not to skip ahead, but the reason we managed to get out of Burley Road only 6 months into our contract is because the house needed rewiring, which is a mammoth job.
It needed fully rewiring because it was all fucked. There were live wires sticking out and half of them didn't fucking work in plug sockets.
So I think it came to a point where it was like, because our contract was with Linley and Simpson, and it was like, well, we're not living there while it's being rewired.
No, we were, because we got so annoyed. We were like, right, we don't want to move. Like, we want you to sort this out, because we wanted that what we thought initially, where we could get it done up and, you know, it'd be a nice soundproofed fucking house.
Nice house.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, well, it needs all this work done. We're going to need to tear the walls down and everything. And I was like, yeah, sound, get it done. And it's like, well, it's not going to be very livable in the rooms that it's doing it in. I was like, that's fine. We can organize it so that, like, there's two of us in one room at a time, and then once that room's been worked on, we'll move to a different room. And they were like, oh, well, I don't know because it won't be very livable. And I'm like, that's fine. We'll just not pay the rent. And they were like, oh, no, you can move.
Yeah. And thankful we did, because my mum's house got rewired. And not fully rewired, just a bit rewired. And it got fucked.
Yeah, it's a big job.
It's not...
Like the tear down the walls and everything.
Literally.
Yeah, so...
Oh, man.
We had 4 electricians out in the end. And it was only until Lindley sent their own that we actually got it sorted.
And what is frustrating is when we did move out, of course, we got charged for the red paint on the carpet. Of course we did. But the whole carpets were replaced anyway. Because we saw the property again on like Rightmove or some shit like a year later. And it looked still shit, but a damn sight nicer. It had new carpets. And it's like, well, you didn't have to charge me for that.
No, you're changing the carpets anyway. That's just a disgusting fucking landlord after money. And I hate landlords.
To say something as well, the reason that we threw all that shit in the attic of Burley Road was not to just be complete disrespectful and yobs. It was because it was to cause a minute version of the inconvenience that landlord had caused us. What a fucking shit show that was.
Really I didn't even mention, in the kitchen, every single wall, all 4 walls had rising damp. And it was over the entire wall. It was like, the guy who came around to check it said it was about 90% of each wall. That's not livable. You can't live in that. We could have not paid rent for the full 6 months.
Yeah, we could have done, and we should have, I guess,
we just
live and we learn. And
we didn't have the balls to.
You're better at it than me at, like, putting your foot down. I'm too much of a pushover still a lot of the time. I can say all this shit when no one stood in front of me. But if it's annoying because I know. See, I just don't think to cause the conflict.
See, I'm a gobshite. I can quite happily shout at someone and give them shit for no reason.
I got myself all pumped up to have a fucking right go at the concierge when, the other night.
Yeah.
And I even set my phone recording because I was like, this will be good in vlog. He didn't fucking come back.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking holes in the walls as well that led outside. Like there was a 3-inch wide hole in the kitchen.
Literally.
That just went straight
straight out. Oh man, there's more stuff than we can even fucking.
Like there's even stuff that we'll be forgetting now.
Absolutely, we can do a part 2, but
they charged us for painting the rooms, even though we covered up the shit paint with much nicer paint. Like, the rooms were fucked. The paint on the walls were like chipped away, and there was like cracks and everything. So we painted it ourselves in some nicer colours.
Nice lilac, didn't we?
Yeah, the living room, yeah. And my bedroom had a nice 2 shades of blue. Yours had that
red wall.
And it was just to make it a little bit nicer, and it did make it a little bit nicer.
It did.
And then they charged us for it, for making the place look better than what they were trying to offer. Tossers.
People of Leeds, now's your time to do some work for us. If you know who lives in that house, 248A Burley Road, we'd love to have a look around it again.
Is it not 258?
Maybe. It's that one. You know the one.
That single house in the middle of Burley where it's got the park behind it.
It's in the thumbnail.
Got a little shop attached.
We would love to have a look round if someone would be kind enough to let us in and have a gander. It would be a great follow-up vlog, I feel.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they actually did to it.
Oh, man. Bad times. And then we moved to East Point, and I almost cried on the vlog because I was that happy. And you found that, and you found this place, and you found Greenhouse.
Yeah, I'm very good at finding.
Yeah, I don't even fucking know where to begin.
Probably the internet.
Good work.
www.
Cheers for getting us out of there, because if it wasn't for you doing it, then we probably would have lived there for the full year.
Yeah. But again, moving to East Point, we had the same issue with a 3-bedroom flat.
Yeah, with East Point, I remember, like, I kind of put my foot down a bit. Surprise, surprise. Because we had this issue of it's impossible to find a 3-bedroom flat. And I remember saying to Chloe, well, look, me and Dan, best mates for many years, we're happy just finding a 2-bedroom. But we're not going to be put out with a small room.
Yeah,
like it
was the kind of mentality where it's like you're coming into our life.
If you want to stick with us, like we got a lot of shit on some of the vlogs for like Chloe having that small room at East Point, but
I do feel a little bit bad for her getting the smallest room twice.
If we could press a button and the room was bigger,
we would have done. Yeah,
absolutely,
in a heartbeat. If we could have found a place with equal sized bedrooms, we would have done.
But as someone who's lived in Leeds all their life,
it's
pretty
fucking
much,
impossible.
We lived in Leeds. We started it. We're the 2 best mates. our option there is it's got to be a bit of a selfish one. It's got to be like, if you want to live with us, cool. This is your option.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's also fine. Like, that's cool. No hard feelings. But
it's entirely your choice.
after living in Burley Road, I want something a bit nice and a bit of room.
Yeah. And you're not going to find that in a house.
Yeah. Or
Sadly.
in a, yeah. So, that's why the rooms were decided like that. And then we can get distracted here and go on a tangent. But then Varley lived with us for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
And maybe that's another thing. Maybe that's for a different episode when Valley eventually jumps on or something. We can talk about that. But
you got the small room as well. Felt bad for that.
yeah, I if there was a button to press to make it bigger, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
100%.
after living in discomfort, I'm not going to take the fucking small room. You certainly aren't going to take the small room. And I think it's right that we don't, because we can just find a two bedroom like we've done here, and we've both got classrooms.
Yeah, and we pay the same amount as we did for East Point. Yeah, fucking Burley Road. What a fucking dive.
A time in my life that I'm glad happened.
Yeah,
because
it
we've
really
got
puts
some
into
great
perspective
conversation,
of what we've got
some
now.
great perspective, and some great content. And I loved having the drums. I loved having the guitar cranked right the fuck up.
Yeah.
I loved being able to invite people from the San Pelli squad round for the housewarming.
Yeah, just
and
trash
not
the house
give
in
a
the house party.
fuck.
That was the trade-off, wasn't it?
But I'm uncomfortable even being in Burley because I think about how shit that was.
Yeah. I would genuinely love to go back, and I honestly would love to buy it and do it up.
Same.
Like, if we could buy it and do it up, it'd be great. A proper TPD
It
house.
would be great. I would buy it like that.
Yeah.
Well, we would buy it like that.
As long as it came with the shop.
And all the contents.
No,
The fridge in the shop didn't even work. I remember getting a warm Lucasade from there, man.
Terrible. That was such a poorly stocked shop as well.
It was.
Everything about it were bad. Oh,
Well, I need to get back to work.
Is it free already?
Yeah. So
It's half free.
yeah, I went on at half two, so I'm only a few minutes over. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening. A bit of an insight into me and Dan, our relationship, a little bit, our living arrangements, our reasons why certain things happened. It's been a very interesting conversation.
And there's still probably more that we've not even remembered. Like there was so much wrong with it.
If you like this, then let us know. We'll do a part 2 maybe, and we'll make a list over a couple of months of everything that we can remember, and we'll rewatch the vlogs. And
If you liked it, remember to press that like button. But now you've pressed it 4 times, you need to press it once more for the 5th.
Shit,
It
you're
still
right.
goes through. So
You're right.
5 likes on this one, everyone.
That's right, bitches.
5 likes each, that is, not 5 likes entirely.
I'm dying for a piss. I need to crack on. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you,
Good
Robert.
chat. I'll see you both in a bit.
You see me every day.
Right. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Love you, bye.